Even before Donald Trump was running for president, I said, we need a businessman in office. We need an entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur, to get in there, get into the White House, and fix the economy, create jobs, make things happen. Because only an entrepreneur, only a businessman can do that. Not a career politician. What are career politicians good at? They're good at lying to people. They're good at getting elected. They're good at winning elections. They're good at throwing mud at their opponents, right? I knew, and this is why I never really paid attention to politics ever until just this election, okay? This is the first time I've ever actually even paid attention to it, and probably be the last time, okay? Because it's just not something I want to focus my life doing. I want to focus my life on positive things. Not that this isn't positive, but I just rather focus my life on other aspects of life that I can actually control, right? So, but I paid attention in this election, and I was like, we need a businessman in office. We need an entrepreneur in office. And I know, a lot of the SJWs are like, well, his dad gave him $1 million small loan to start with to start his business. That's why he became successful. That's bullshit. I guarantee if you give most people $1 million, say you gave them $1 million loan, how many of those people are going to be able to turn that $1 million into billions of dollars? Probably very few, if any. Probably most of them will blow it, right? They'll go to the casino, they'll go buy some cars, they'll go buy some houses, and then that money will be gone. And they won't have anything left. So his ability to take that $1 million loan from his father and turn it into billions, you have to give him credit. You have to give him credit. Because, hey, living in San Francisco and Los Angeles, I've known a lot of people, okay, even a few friends, that have gotten more than $1 million from their parents. And they just blew that money. They just blew it. They blew it on bad business ideas. They blew it like buying cars, buying jewelry, buying expensive stuff. They didn't turn that million into $1 billion, much less 3, 4, 5 billion. They didn't turn it into a real estate empire like Trump did. I mean, yeah, his dad gave him $1 million loan, but he turned that $1 million into billions of dollars. Okay, let's not forget that. How many people do you know that, if anybody could be successful with $1 million loan, it's not that hard to get that much money from the bank or investors or, do a crowdfunding or anything like that. If you have good credit, you could go to the bank and you can apply for a loan and then put the rest on credit cards. Maybe you could get close to that $1 million. Why don't you do that? Right? Why don't you do that? Take that million and try to create it into billions like Trump did. Most people can't do that because they don't have that internal desire to succeed like he did in business. And he did. You have to give him that credit. Turning $1 million into, what is he worth? Some say it's anywhere from 3 billion to 10 billion, who knows, but it's at least 3 billion. Okay, anywhere from 3 billion to 10 billion is what he's worth. To take $1 million and then turn it into billions takes skill. It takes effort. It takes hard work. It takes hiring the right people, surrounding yourself with the right people, coming up with the right business ideas, and executing on that business idea. Okay, because I know a lot of guys that have business plans, but they can't execute on them, no matter how much money you give them, right? So his loan of $1 million from his dad, his ability to turn that into billions of dollars and into a worldwide brand and a successful business is, it's amazing. And that is the type of person, the type of mindset that we need in the White House to fix the economy, to create jobs, right? We need somebody like that in the White House to get things done. And I know a lot of these media organizations too are attacking him, saying that, how many times did he go bankrupt? It's like, hey, how many businesses did he start? He started hundreds of businesses. He has hundreds of different ventures going on. So if he only has a handful of bankruptcies, that's pretty good, right? That is pretty good, because if you've got that many ventures going on, don't think that all of them are going to succeed. They're not. You're going to have some that go bust. You're gonna have some that go bankrupt. It's just part of business. And it's shocking to me that the media can't understand that. And they're attacking him like, how many times did you go bankrupt? How many times did you use the bankruptcy laws in your favor? How many, a lot of these celebrities, like, he doesn't even pay taxes. How many times did he avoid taxes? He didn't avoid taxes. He just used the tax laws that we have in place to pay as little as tax as possible. And every single one of you, including myself, does the same every single year. We try to pay as little tax as possible. We try to keep as much money for ourselves as possible. Why should Donald Trump be any different? If anything, of course, he should try to save as much tax as possible because he has a business. He should want that money for himself, just like you should. Why would you want to give the government more taxes when you know that what they do with those taxes, they waste that money? Okay, the government is the worst run business in the world. They waste that money. They hire the worst employees. I mean, do you really want the government creating more businesses? Do you want the government monopolizing more industries? Of course not. You ever go to the DMV? You see how long that line is? Right? It's because the government has a monopoly on it. They won't let any enterprising entrepreneurs come in and create efficiency so you don't have to wait in those long lines. What about the post office? You ever go to the post office? See how long the line is? And recently, obviously, in the last few decades, the post office has gotten better. And the only reason why they got better is because they have competition, right? From like UPS and FedEx. That's why the post office got off their ass and started looking for ways to become more efficient because they were losing business to these private companies like FedEx and UPS, where you didn't have to wait in that long ass line. So this is why I'm very much against any government programs, because I know the government is just horrible at running businesses. Okay, they're just horrible at it. Look at the businesses they're running now. They're horrible. DMV, post office, Social Security, it's all a mess. Look at the employees working there. They're rude, they're angry, they're obnoxious. Nobody likes going to these places. I don't like going to DMV. I don't like going to the post office. I use a service called TaskRabbit, by the way, and it's not cheap, but I pay those people, like some of them up to $25 an hour, just to run those errands for me, so I don't have to go to DMV. I'm like, here's my paperwork, here's my payment, go to the DMV for me, and stand in that long ass line, take care of this. Let me know when it's done, because I just don't want to be there. That's it. That's all I have to say for today. Until next time, this is Matt Cross, aka M from Alpha Male Secrets, and I will see you in my next video.